All right, welcome everybody. Yay, give it up for yourselves. Yes. So let's just take a quick moment to look around and see who we are right now. Just look around at yourselves for a second. Yes. Beautiful. So, welcome to the Planetary Dance at the Venice Biennale 2017. Yes. So we are so honored to be able to bring the Planetary Dance from our community to you. And we're so honored to be here with artists from all around the world, especially at this critical moment in history, to be able to come together and do a community ritual that's dedicated towards forging peace amongst people, amongst our diverse people, and to forge peace with our relationship to the earth. Yeah, so I'm feeling so blessed and excited to see all of you here with us today. So raise your hand like this and do this if you're with me. All right, cool. So we're bringing this Planetary Dance on behalf of Anna Halprin, who is one of the artists that was invited to the Venice Biennale. And her exhibit is in the Arsenal. And the exhibit shows the artistic scores of the dance that we're gonna do, and images from around the world. So I encourage you to go look at the exhibit after we do the dance. Yeah? You with me? All right. So who am I? My name is Jehan Kaligi. I'm the grandson of Anna Halprin, and she's sent us to come and share this with you from our community, from our hearts, with your hearts. Yeah? So Do-hee Lee is going to help facilitate as well. And Lucia Combs is going to. And Sue Heineman, which is somewhere. There she is, Sue. And then everybody that you see in these Planetary Dance shirts are going to be the core ritual volunteers who are going to help explain and facilitate this ritual with us. So you can look towards anybody with a shirt for guidance. Sound good? Good. All right. So we always start out the Planetary Dance with creative offerings. We start out with poetry, music, dance, as a way to bring energy to our circle together. So we're gonna have two creative offerings. I'm gonna share a poem, and Lucia is gonna share a song. Are you guys ready for that?
Yeah.
Lucia, you guys ready? So this poem is called We Should Dance, and it's dedicated to the Planetary Dance. We should dance, as if dancing were a symbol of peace, as if gyrating arms and fluctuating feet were the true signs of an anti-war movement. We should dance, as if we were standing in a circle of capoeiristas, as if the women of the Zapatista, bandana-covered faces, fists unraveled, just overthrew the United States government and decided to plant the seeds of medicinal trees in the soil of all our dislocated biospheric dreams. We should dance. We should dance for the safety of Black lives in these tumultuous times of stolen suns and murdered moons, children taken too soon, targeted by the color of their skin. We should dance as if we were kids again, souls too big to fit into our small bodies, a primordial sound pumping within our chest, as if inscribed inside the folds of our flesh were scriptures of ancient text, and it was only through dancing that this hidden wisdom could be expressed. We should dance, as if to shake and wake ourselves from complacent stupor. For indigenous water protectors praying on the front lines of our future, singing ancestral songs into ceremonies of survival. We should dance. We should dance as if to make sanctuaries of our bodies, as if to welcome in the stranger with open arms, as if they have had to flee. For any day you or I could be a refugee, people now scuttled like sacred seeds across the sea. We should dance like 1,000 bursting roses rising from an Arab spring, as if the answers were less important than the burning songs we sing. We should dance to celebrate the sun, as if the earth were alive and pulsing like a drum, as if the ground were a dream and movement made us lucid, as if our thoughts had been unplugged and our hearts had gone acoustic, as if our bodies were shaped and made for making music. We should dance. We should dance. We should dance more often.
Gonna keep it well. Home sanctuary. Gonna live to tell. I run for land. I run for air. I run for water because I care. I run for fire, that it do no harm. I run for spirit, oh, with open arms. I run for land, I run for air, I run for water because I care. I run for fire, do no harm. I run for spirit with open arms. We are held by the labor and the love of those who came before us.
So I want to share a little bit of the history of planetary dance. Just by a show of hands, how many people have done planetary dance before? Okay. How many people have danced before? Okay. Wonderful. That's good. That's a good story. So I want to share a little bit about the history of the planetary dance, how it came to be, because we always tell the story of the dance before we do it every year. Okay? So the planetary dance was created in California, in a community where I was born and raised, at the base of Mount Tamalpais, which is a sacred mountain in our community. And it's a mountain that everybody in our community connects to, feels a connection to. Maybe like in Venice, the waters, there's that connection. For us, this mountain was our connection. And in the early 80s, there was a series of violent acts that perpetrated our community. Some killings, actually, some violence that was happening. And the community was really nervous and scared and in grief, asking the question, how do we protect our community? How do we creatively respond in the face of this threat to our safety and the protection of our people? So the community got together with Anna Halprin and with other artists and leaned into that question. What does it look like as a community to creatively respond to the challenges that face us as a group? And the planetary dance as a ritual, a community ritual that brings people together, was what came out of their process. The planetary dance is what emerged. And in the beginning, in the early 80s, while the planetary dance was done to create peace in our community and to call for safety and protection in our community, since then it has broadened itself as a ritual to see how can it serve people in communities all around the world who are facing different challenges, right? We're in a time of climate crisis, immigration bans, how do we creatively respond to those things? So now the planetary dance has traveled around the world and is happening in, I believe, 33 different countries. So as we run today, we can remember that we're running, but also communities all over the planet are also doing this run as well. So your prayers and your intentions can meet up with theirs, yeah? So that's a little history of the planetary dance. Raise your hand if you need translation in Italian. Yeah? Okay. I'm glad somebody asked that question in Italian too, because that was helpful. So louder?
Eccomi la parte italiana. Allora, ve la abbrevio un attimo. La Planetary Dance è nata negli anni '80 come una risposta creativa di una comunità, che era quella di Canfield, dove Anna Halprin vive, e nel monte Tamalpais, che è il monte dove vicino a casa sua c'è stato uno stupratore che ha ucciso 5 donne, e per questo motivo l'accesso alla montagna non era più possibile. Allora la comunità, come danzatori, durante un workshop hanno pensato a come poter creativamente creare uno score, una risposta creativa a questo fatto. Per cui hanno creato tramite un laboratorio quello che è ora la Planetary Dance. La Planetary Dance adesso viene fatta in 33 paesi diversi e l'intenzione è quello di creare sicurezza, portare pace tra l'uomo, la terra, tra di noi e il cielo, insomma la natura sopra di noi. Quindi adesso andremo avanti e spiegheremo meglio la parte delle intenzioni e del desiderio, che è molto forte nella Planetary Dance.
Great. So, as I said before, the big dedication for this run is always to forge peace amongst us, amongst people, and to forge peace with our relationship with the earth. That's the big dedication.
Quindi la dedica La dedica principale è quella di creare pace tra di noi e tra noi stessi, la terra e il cielo.
But what makes this ritual really come alive is that we're going to ask each one of you to come up with your own personal dedication of who or what you want to run for. And Anna Halprin says, as we run, we send our prayers to where we want it to go. So that in the run or in the dance, every step is a prayer. Every step is where we're putting our attention. Yeah? So we want to ask.
Quindi l'intenzione, quello che si chiede ora è per ognuno di trovare un'intenzione e una dedica per qualcuno o qualcosa che siano e che questa preghiera venga lanciata verso il terreno e verso questa cosa o persona a cui voi volete dedicare questa corsa. Anna Halprin dice: ad ogni passo si lancia l'intenzione e la preghiera verso il terreno e verso la direzione dove volete andare.
So a little bit more about the dedication. So you can dedicate your run to some loved one, a friend, a family member who's maybe going through a hard time or suffering in some way that you want to bring energy to them. Or you could run for a social or environmental issue that you really care about. It's important, whatever you choose, is that you really care about it. So we're gonna, you want to say it?
Quindi si può fare la dedica sia a una persona, a un caro, qualcuno a cui voi tenete, che magari è in un momento di difficoltà o che amate molto, oppure a una causa sia sociale che ecologica a cui voi veramente tenete, perché questa dedica sia forte e vi dia la forza per correre.
So we're going to have a chance to hear the dedications of these 4 volunteers so that you can hear their dedications, what they're running for. And between now and when you learn the planetary dance, I want you to start thinking about who or what do you want to dedicate your run to today. Sound good?
Yeah.
All right. Cool. And they're also going to model how to make your dedication in the run. So also notice, how do they make their dedication?
Quindi ora daremo degli esempi sulle nostre dediche, di come fare la dedica, spiegheremo poi come si fa la Planetary Dance e in tutto questo momento voi potete pensare alla vostra personale dedica. Io corro per mia zia e per tutte le persone che non possono parlare.
Io corro per Ada, per la sua vita, per le sue lotte.
I run for Gloria and all immigrants.
Io corro per il coraggio di rinascere in questa stessa esistenza.
So did you feel their dedications? Yeah. So one thing, if you notice too, that their dedications were from what matters, from their heart, but it was also clear and concise, because there's a lot of us here, and we're all gonna stand up in the ritual and say what we run for. So it's important that you find a dedication that you can say in one breath. I run for the liberation of all incarcerated youth.
Quindi l'importante è che la dedica sia concisa, che stia in un respiro, perché siamo in tanti, quindi ognuno di noi la dirà, quindi in una frase siate concisi.
Sound good? Okay. So Do-hee Lee is going to lead us in some warming up. Okay?
Now I see you guys just stand there and when we play the drum and you guys are dancer, don't you think so? We born for the dancer. Yeah, so that's why, they want to dance. Yeah, so we need to do a little bit warm up. And Anna always said, dance is only art form in which the body is main instrument. It is unique. It is beautiful, but it is challenge. Right? So before we're doing this planetary dance running, our body as what? Instrument. Our body is instrument. So before you play, what you do? Tuning. Right? So we're going to tune our body before we're really running. And she also always said, we are part of the nature. We are part of the nature. Look around where we're at. Laura, can you say look around?
Guardiamo dove siamo, noi come strumenti siamo parte della natura. Esatto, e adesso andiamo ad armonizzare lo strumento, a scaldarlo, come proprio che sia parte di tutto questo.
Yeah, thank you. Just stay here. And as you can see the trees,
Vedete gli alberi?
yeah, and this one body has two different forces going.
Quindi gli alberi hanno due forze opposte.
Right? One is going up and one is going down.
Quindi uno va verso l'alto e l'altro verso la terra.
Right? So when you see that these branches going up,
Quando vedete questi rami che vanno verso l'alto,
towards to where?
verso dove vanno?
Sky. So, okay, let our arms becoming the branches.
Quindi lasciamo che le nostre braccia diventino
Reach to the
rami
sky.
che raggiungono il cielo.
Okay, great. So now this is Anna's thing. You have to really lift up.
Questa è una cosa di Anna, dovete veramente andare verso l'alto.
Right. That way you have to really lift up your sternum.
E così sollevate per bene il vostro sterno.
So when you lift up your sternum, your rib cage is opening up.
E quando solleviamo lo sterno, la cassa toracica si espande.
Okay, bring it down. We're going to do one more time.
Un'altra volta, lo rifaremo un'altra volta.
And when you're raising up with the sternum and rib cage open, and then breathe in.
Quindi quando alziamo le braccia al cielo e apriamo lo sterno e la cassa toracica, inaliamo, lasciamo entrare l'aria
And maybe you cannot breathe anymore,
e magari non potete più respirare.
right? Okay, so did you feel the branches, the tree of your body?
Avete sentito, percepito i rami del vostro corpo?
So now we're going to the another direction. So our body, and as you can see the trees, it has a polarity.
Quindi come possiamo vedere gli alberi hanno la polarità, quindi ora andiamo verso il terreno.
So now we're going to where?
Andiamo ora.
Great. So now imagine your body, especially your leg and feet as a root.
Quindi immaginate ora il vostro corpo e le vostre gambe come delle radici.
And breathe in.
Lasciamo entrare l'aria.
And when you breathe out, go deeper.
Quando espiriamo,
Feel your deep roots.
sentite come le vostre radici sono profonde nel terreno.
Breathe in one more time.
Inspiriamo
And breathe out. Feel your roots.
e sentiamo le radici.
Okay, one more time. And this time you're doing. One more time. Okay, so this is really great because I'm not alone, I'm with you. So when we're making this sound, our voice, we have supporter to each other.
non siamo da soli, siamo tutti insieme, quindi quando lasciamo uscire la voce supportiamo gli uni gli altri.
So bring your voice really out.
Quindi veramente facciamo uscire la voce.
Breathe in. One more. Okay, now we're going to do here. One more. Okay, so this is how you're going to dedicate.
Questo è come andrete a fare la dedica.
You remember these 4 people came out?
Vi ricordate che siamo usciti tutti?
This is what you're going to do.
Questo è quello che andrete a fare, che andremo a fare.
So let's do one more time. You're doing one little step out and okay, one more time. Ready? Yeah. Okay, now. Oh. You guys are so advanced. So we're going to put in the words in there. I run for.
Allora adesso inseriamo la frase io corro per italiano. Chi vuole dirla in inglese, la dica in inglese. Ma...
Yeah, either way. So you step and
I run for.
great. One more time. Ready?
I run for.
One more time. Ready?
I run
Okay. So I think this is great.
for. Yeah.
Okay, so now you're going to just a little bit more warm. I think you already warmed up.
Adesso ci scaliamo un altro po', crede che siamo già caldi, ma
So we're going to do a little bit more.
un po' di più.
Yeah, you already felt the pulse.
Sentite il l'impulso.
1 and 2. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Yes. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Okay. 1 and 2. Okay, so because you're going to run and you're not going to play drum, so this is the time for you becoming the drummer.
Siccome correrete, non sarete quelli che fanno le percussioni, questa è la vostra occasione di essere percussioni.
So don't drop the beat.
Quindi non lasciate il ritmo.
Because we are going to show how we're going to run the planetary dance.
Adesso faremo una dimostrazione di come avverrà la Planetary Dance. Voi continuate con
And another important part is don't speed up.
un'altra cosa è non
We're going to demonstrate the run so you can see the 3 circles of the run. This is the outer circle, the fastest running circle. They're going into the second circle, which is medium pace, medium speed. Going into the third circle, which is a walking circle.
And you dance with arms.
You can use your arms to express yourself. Make it your own walk.
Now we're going to the second medium speed.
Now from the inner circle, they're going to the middle circle, which is a medium pace. They're in the middle circle, a medium pace. Now from the medium circle, they're going to the first outer circle, which is a fast-paced run. The outer circle. So we're gonna almost start the run, but just so you fully understand. So the run is gonna happen back there. And we're gonna all, when you follow us, make a procession, and we're gonna form one big circle, all of us. So we'll all be in a big circle.
Quindi adesso faremo una processione, entreremo in quello spazio dove avverrà la Planetary Dance e ci entreremo in due file, ci apriremo a cerchio e staremo tutti in piedi in un cerchio grande.
And like you saw the dedications, there's going to be 4 volunteers with these shirts on, 4, that will make their dedication first. And once they make their dedication, then all of you at your own pace can make your dedication and start your run. Make sense? Are you with me?
Ci saranno 4 persone, 4 poli che faranno la loro dedica per primi. Una volta che queste 4 persone hanno incominciato a correre, ognuno di voi poi può cominciare a fare la sua dedica e cominciare a correre.
Okay, so real briefly, so these are the 3 circles to run. The outer circle, fast circle, medium pace, and walking. These 3 circles can all be happening at the same time. When you make your dedication, you're going to go right, to the right.
Quindi ci sono 3 cerchi. Il cerchio più esterno è la corsa più veloce. Il cerchio medio è una corsa media e il cerchio più interno può essere camminato e danzato. Quindi una volta che fate la dedica andate verso destra. Questi 3 cerchi avverranno nello stesso momento, in contemporanea, quindi non dovete seguire nessuno davanti a voi, quando avete voglia di cambiare, cerchio lo cambiate, che sia verso l'interno o verso l'esterno.
Good. So last thing is if you're taking that first right and you're in the fast circle, if you want to switch, you switch directions, you make a U-turn and come into this circle, medium pace. Then if you want to switch to the middle circle, you change direction. Yeah? Good. And you don't have to follow other people. The outer circle can be happening while the middle circle, while the inner circle is happening. You choose. Yeah? Good. And then there are places around the drummers that if you feel tired, but we want you to still stay connected to your intention, you can come and stand next to the drummers and and when you're ready, you can come back into the circle. We just ask that if you're coming from the inner circle to the outer circle, then you first go to the middle circle. Good?
Se siete stanchi ad un certo punto avete bisogno di fermarvi, vi chiedono di non uscire, ma di avvicinarsi ai percussionisti, quindi di tenere comunque il ritmo, e poi quando siete pronti a rientrare passate sempre prima dal cerchio più interno, poi dal medio e poi dal terzo, mai di tagliare il cerchio.
So last piece. We're standing in a circle. When you feel ready after the first 4 people, you come to make your dedication, and 3 other people come out too. Don't go back. You came out for a reason. So maybe 3 people will make your dedication at the same time. Maybe you'll be the only one. It's your time to make it, so make it. Yeah?
Quindi se ad un certo punto avete voglia di fare la dedica, quindi fate un passo avanti, altre 3-4 persone nel cerchio hanno fatto il passo avanti per fare la dedica, non tornate indietro. Avete scelto quel momento per fare la dedica, è il vostro momento, quindi la fate, anche se sono 4 voci in contemporanea, andate, è il vostro momento.
So let's take all one big breath together in. And exhale, send your roots down. Let's do 2 more of those. One more. Beautiful. So we're going to make two lines behind the drummers to make our procession into the ritual space. And between now and the forming of the circle, I want you to think about who or what do you want to run for? What's your dedication? Okay? So listen to the pulse of the drum, and let's form 2 lines to start entering into the ritual circle. So we're gonna call out the names of the countries where the planetary dance is happening. Angola, Argentina, Australia, Belgium, Brazil, Canada, China, Colombia, Czech Republic, Denmark, England, Finland, France, Germany, India, Indonesia, Israel, Italy, Japan, Korea, Luxembourg, Mexico, New Zealand, Peru, Poland, Portugal, Russia, Scotland, Spain, Switzerland, Tunisia, Turkey, USA, and Italy. Anna Halprin's dedication to start off our run. I run for the indigenous peoples of Standing Rock and the protection of their sacred waters and indigenous peoples' rights worldwide. feel like you have a dedication, now's the time to start making it.
I'm running for Rainer, my father, and all the people with end-of-life diseases.
Hey. If you have a dedication in your heart, it's a good time to make it.
Se avete una dedica, il tempo è ora, fatelo subito.